Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
The Defense Acquisition Council (DAC), in its meeting of 23rd November 2021, held under chairmanship of Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, accorded acceptance of necessity for one capital acquisition proposal of Indian Air Force for its modernization and operational needs amounting to rupees 2,236 crore under the category of Make in India. The procurement proposal for Indian Air Force was for GSAT-7C satellite and ground hubs for real-time connectivity of software-defined radios (SDRs). The project envisages complete design, development and launching of satellite in India. Induction of GSAT-7C satellite and ground hubs for software-defined radios will enhance ability of our armed forces to communicate beyond line of sight among one another in all circumstances in a secure mode. In this video, we'll discuss about GSAT-7C satellite, its importance for Indian Air Force, and how it can help Indian Air Force in enhancing its operational capabilities. Additionally, we will also discuss about current satellites being used by our armed forces. So let's get started. Indian Navy already has dedicated GSAT-7 satellite, which is helping them to keep an eye in Indian Ocean region. It is also known by the name Rukmini. GSAT-7 was launched in August 2013 and is running 1 year more than its planned mission duration. The Indian Navy has placed an order for GSAT-7R on June 11, 2019, which is expected to eventually replace GSAT-7. GSAT-7A is used by Indian Army and Indian Air Force. It was launched on December 2018 with planned mission duration of 8 years. With the acquisition of GSAT-7C satellite, the power of Indian Air Force will increase many-folds, and at the same time, their surveillance capability on enemy will increase tremendously. Presently, Indian Air Force and Indian Army is sharing GSAT-7A. However, the Indian Air Force had been asking for its own communication satellite for a long time. After the successful integration of GSAT-7C into Air Force, the IAF will have capability to operate drone directly from satellite, which means they don't need to communicate to ground station and their endurance will be limited only by fuel. The satellite will also be the key link between radar stations of Air Force, the airport, AWACS, and will be interconnected. This will provide Indian Air Force the capability to carry out mission beyond its border without any communication break in a truly network-centric warfare environment. The satellite will help in providing easy communication between the warplanes and AWACS. Just imagine the combination of GSAT-7C and MQ-9 Reaper drone, how deadly this can prove to be. India will be able to carry out attacks similar to what USA did on Iran's most powerful figure after its supreme leader Qasem Soleimani. India currently has about 13 military satellites. Most of these are remote sensing satellites, including the Catosat series and RISAT series. These satellites are helpful in taking pictures. Some of it is also placed in geostationary orbit of the Earth. They are used for surveillance, navigation, and interaction. These satellites have greater role in surgical strike-like operations. They can assist the ground troops in remote locations. There are 320 military satellites in the world at present. Half of these satellites are from America. It is followed by Russia and China. China has made a lot of progress in past few years. In January 2017, China has tested ASAT anti-satellite weapon for a satellite revolving in lower Earth orbit. 2 years later, DRDO had also successfully tested and neutralized a satellite in space with its anti-satellite ASAT missile on 27th March 2019 in Mission Shakti. The successful mission demonstrated DRDO's technical prowess and ability to defend countries' assets in space, the fourth dimension of warfare.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comments section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We'll be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.